up, players and pimps? So I'm trying to decide that, like, the order I'm gonna drop these videos in. Probably gonna be 2 separate videos recorded around the same time. But right now I'm about to head to Joann's so that I can get my fabric for my Thanksgiving outfits I want to make. Now, I don't really have time to make these Thanksgiving outfits, so my thought process is, like, I go buy the stuff, and if I can make the outfits that I want to make, cool. If I can't, then I will still have the fabric so I can make them at some point in time, and I don't have to go to Joann. So I've already made my list. I need to get, I'm probably gonna have to get like 5 different types of fabrics, because I need one for the dress and the lining of the dress, and then I need 3 to maybe 4 different flannel fabrics for the skirt. So we will see what happens. I'm actually hot, but I was being lazy this morning. I didn't put no bra on. I just have like this little tank top, so I'm kind of mad about that. Does that matter to y'all? Not really. But we just dropped my daughter off with her dad at the basketball court. That's what she really wanted to do. So I'm about to go to Joann's and get it popping, and then I will be heading back home. Guys, it's so hot. This parking lot's so crowded, and Big Lots is closing. Oh my god. To the person who told me to use my microphone and I'm not using my microphone, I'm sorry. I will get better. But yeah, we got to go to Joann's. It's popping over here today. I can't do this. But made it to Joann's per usual. About to go in here and spend a lot of money because my list is already long. So I already know how it's about to go. And I have to get a replacement rotary blade because I want to use my rotary cutter more, because I've been seeing people do it online. And I want to look at fabric weights. But I'll be back. You know that I have music in here. I'll be back, friend. Okay, listen. I know I look crazy, but I've been recovering. I feel like I was like, I wouldn't say deathly ill last week, but I was ill. Like, I didn't even go into work. I just worked from home for the entire week. I'm much better now. I went to the doctor, got me some medication. So we are back, and as promised, we are shooting the video for the skirt that I want to make for Thanksgiving. So I already got my instruction pulled up, and I have these 3 beautiful fabrics that I'll be using. So these are some flannel fabrics that I purchased from Joann's. This one right here is my absolute favorite because it's like a patchwork flannel. And so I have already taken those fabrics and cut all of my fabric pieces out. So I have both the yokes for the skirt, aka the waistbands, and I have the first layer, the second layer, and the third layer, and I've already cut all of those out. And so now we're just gonna get straight to sewing. I figured, like, you guys kind of know how to like cut patterns out. If you don't, like, I could start adding that part in, but I just didn't, think that it was necessary for this video because I want to get straight to the point, right? So I need to stop yapping. So what I'm about to do now is take my first and third tier. Let me make sure I'm following these instructions correctly, because there's a lot of them. I was talking mess on this lady talking about she didn't include instructions, and it turns out I just don't read, because on the pattern that I bought it says, oh yeah, you can find instructions on our website. Didn't see it. So we best to get to sewing because I really need this done by tomorrow, and tomorrow's Monday because it's Sunday, because I need to pack my bag because we're leaving on Tuesday. Yeah. Why I'm still doing this? Because I still have to do my hair. That's why it looks like this. Like, I literally washed my hair, conditioned it, rinsed it out, put my hair in some big braids, and left it. That's why we look like this. Like, I did my daughter's hair today. She looks fabulous. She looks wonderful. She looks ready for Thanksgiving. Me, on the other hand, not so much. But we are still gonna get this video to y'all. So what I'm about to do is I'm gonna set up my camera so that you guys can see me pinning the pieces together, and then I'm gonna get out my serger because I believe I'm supposed to serge these pieces together. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let me stop yapping and we're gonna get to the program. Okay, let's pin these bad boys together. I still feel like I can't breathe, but we move, we live. I'm only supposed to like sew one side closed, because the way that this skirt like instructions are set up is you sew one side closed, you leave this side open so you can insert a zipper, and then you close that seam. So we about to do this first. Let me double check. No, I'm supposed to pin the right side. Okay. Right sides together. It's confusing that right and right are the same word, but. And I got a new rotary cutter. This lady was at Joann's when I was there, and she saw me looking at them, and she suggested one for me to get. I'll pin it in the description. If I forget, please remind me, because the brain's not there. But she recommended one to me, and it actually eats. Like, it was expensive, but it was on sale when I got it. And I also got some extra blades while they were on sale, because we don't like paying full price, and then blades is expensive. So I'm gonna pin these and then pin the other ones, and then we'll go to the sewing machine and sew them. I will also share with you all where I got this pattern from. I got it off of Etsy. It's off of, what is the name called? All something patterns. I'll put it in the description so that if you guys want to make this, you can too. In the example that they have, they used all of the same fabric, but for me, I'm like, if it's a tiered skirt, if you use the same like fabric, I felt like it didn't give the same effect, so I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna sew these together first, and then it says overlock them too, so I'm also going to do that as well, because this fabric, I pre-washed it so it wouldn't shrink on me afterwards, and it frays a ton. So be sure to pre-rush if you get flannel. And I'm hoping this flannel takes the pleats well, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna cry. Like, this cannot be a hard sewing project. Like, it's just a skirt. It's just a skirt. Okay, so we are pinned. We have the third tier of the skirt pinned right sides together on one side. And then we have the second tier, so they're gonna lay on top of each other like this. Like you sit onto it. I'm trying to get a little bit of Thanksgiving feeling. I felt like this had like orange in it, so like this orange is fine. And it also has blue, because the other fabric for like that intermediate layer is this one. So hopefully they mesh well, or I'm gonna cry, or just go back and use more of this. I really don't know. Okay, let's get the sewing machine set up, besties. I'm about to test this out on this fabric, see how it works, because I plan to use black thread. I think that's good. You can't really see it. I mean, if you can, whatever. It has black in it. All right, piece numero uno. We're gonna be switching sewing machines a lot. This is why I need to change my setup in here. Oh. What is 1 centimeter in inches? Let me look that up real quick. Yes, I have been listening to, what's his name? Elmin, that's my guy. Yeah, because the seam allowance, 3/8 of an inch? Okay. Okay, what is, yo, hold up. This is why, you know, don't question me. Inch in a ruler, on a ruler. Okay, it's right before 1/2 inch. Okay, where's my 1/2 inch? Okay, so it'll be right there. Okay, we could do that. We could do that. Just keep it lined up with this little square box right here. If you guys have like a sewing machine, you know what I'm talking about. These are also common seam allowances. It's just a straight stitch, real simple, real easy like. Oh, I didn't focus that well, I don't think. I'm gonna do the same for, it got a little crazy. We'll live. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other piece and then be back to do some what's it called, overlocking. All right, now we are gonna take this to my serger or overlocker and serge all the way around this whole piece. So we're gonna open it up and then sew all the way around it. It's gonna be a big distance and hopefully I can keep it straight, but that's what the plan is. I'm gonna double check the instructions so I don't mess up, but I think that's what I'm supposed to do. And that's essentially gonna be the next couple of steps, because that's what I saw in the instructions, is just pinning right sides together and then taking it to your overlocker, stitching around, and then coming back and assembling the pieces together. Well, I'm gonna base stitch all the layers together and then stitch those onto the waistband. Let's pray this is like a 2-hour project, just 2, because that's my daughter's sleep. Hopefully it's just 2. Also did change all my thread to black thread for this part. Then let me try and zoom in. Oop, I'm messing up my stuff. Okay. So the part that I'm focusing on here is, if you look right here on the pressing fret or on the plate, there's this line. So I'm keeping my fabric lined up with that line so I'm not cutting too much off of this, because this skirt is already supposed to be super short. I don't like that, so I'm not trying to make it any shorter. And if you're afraid of getting a serger, the hardest part about it is getting it threaded, but once you learn how to do that, it's easy. I could show y'all how, at least for like this particular model. I have one hand down here holding the fabric like this, and then the other one on top just to like guide it. I'm not really like, I'm not pushing it, I'm not pulling it, I'm not tugging it. I'm literally just letting it glide between my fingers. And like this top hand is just following. The machine is literally doing all the work. So let me show y'all what this looks like. And then I'm gonna finish the other one off camera. So what we did was we took the overlocking machine and we overlocked or serged all the way around like the raw edges. And this is the part that's gonna attach to the waistband. So we've gone all the way around everything and just gave it a nice clean finish so it's not gonna fray. And then on the portion where I sewed both the pieces together, we're supposed to press this back. So I'm gonna iron this seam flat, but right here at this part, I just went over it with the serger because I was being lazy. But we gotta press this back so that it's a nice clean finish on the fabric. But so far so good. It's been easy. I'm gonna finish the other part and then come back so I could be quick, because look, let me show y'all a little bit in my way, just a little bit, just a tad. And tell me how you feel about the lights, because I'm trying to figure out like how to have them set up. Tell me if you like them or not, okay? Because I really need to know. I need some feedback from y'all. But let me finish this and I'll be back, okay? We're looking good so far. Now when we get these pleats though, don't ask me no questions. We're pissed already. How did I not realize I sewed these two together the wrong way? So, BRB. Okay, actually wasn't too bad. I got a new seam ripper. Where'd I put it? I got like a new ergonomic seam ripper. The new blade helps a lot. So I was able to seam rip that in like 5 minutes. We already put the other stitch back in it. I'm about to overlock the edge again because last time I didn't catch both of them because it was messed up. Oh my God. I keep forgetting to learn how to use my mic. Person who told me, I'm sorry. I need to look up your name and like send you a personal apology. But yeah, I'm about to search this and then we gonna be on to the next step. Oops. Yeah, I got like some pattern matching. You see at the seams like those two blue pieces and then the yellow pieces. Okay, so we have finished overlocking the first and second tier. We're about to take the third tier and overlock around it. It says for this tier, this is second. Yeah, this is the second tier. It's just like a tiny little panel piece. We are just going to serge around all these straight edges of this one. Same thing. So I'm supposed to do it on the right side of the fabric. Okay, so I'm gonna do that one and then be back, because I think after this point, after this step, I'm gonna start doing the waistband and then I'll be doing some of the pleats. But yeah. Okay, so I had lied. So now I need to take this panel. Let me raise y'all up a little bit so y'all can see a little bit better, hopefully. So what I need to do now, this is the pattern piece for the second tier. I need to fold along this line right here. Let me see how big that line is. I think it's like half an inch. It looked like half an inch. It is, yeah, a little bit over half an inch. So what I'm gonna do is fold the seam, fold it back about half an inch, sew that down, and then the other part is I need to do a 1 centimeter seam allowance along the bottom. So I'm gonna sew those two real quick and then I will return. This fabric holds its shape pretty well. So I don't think I'm gonna iron it to do this part, even though I have told y'all, like, if you want a really good, like, what's it called? A really good garment, iron every step of the way. Just trust me, because today it's probably not gonna happen. Do you see what I look like? I will be making this skirt again though, most likely, because I bought so much of this dang fabric. So let me lay the fabric piece on top of it. So look, perfectly. Get a rotary cutter. Okay, just trust me. The rotary cutter ate on this one. So it is right here. Let me mark it out with some chalk so that we don't mess up. It's like half an inch. This is why it's important too to have like a clear ruler. So I'm looking at the edge. I'm gonna go over half an inch. And once I'm at half an inch, I'm gonna just mark that off so I know where to fold my fabric and stitch it down. And let me see what the order of operations is. It says fold the center edge back and stitch down, and then hem the bottom edge using a 1 inch seam allowance. 1 centimeter seam allowance. We got this, y'all. We got this. I am gonna pin though, because if I don't, we don't want it to get too crazy. And the good thing about using tailor's chalk, you could just rub it out after you're done. You don't have to like spray it with water like the invisible ink pens or the removable ink fabric pens. I do like those, but from time to time I will use my tailor's chalk because it comes out easier in my opinion. Alright, so now that we are all pinned, we're gonna go back to the sewing machine, do a straight stitch along this part. And then once we're done there, we're gonna go back, fold up the hem, and sew that down. And this part will be in the side seam of the garment, so we don't have to worry about that. But this will be on the front face of the garment where you can see it, so that's why we have to fold it back and top stitch it down. So we finished that piece, so all I did was fold it back, oops, fold it back, sew it down. Did the same for the bottom hem. Okay, face track, chill. This camera stay wanting to do that. So did the hem on this. So the next step is to provide a hem on the other parts of the garment. I'm gonna do it off camera because they're such long pieces, but it's just a centimeter or 3/8 of an inch seam allowance around the entire perimeter of these other tiers of the skirt. So I'm gonna do that and be back because the next step is the pleats, like I thought. Well, previously thought, but we're gonna get there. So I'm just gonna mark out my seam, put it under the machine. Honestly, I might just put it under the machine and then I'll be back with y'all because it's a big old piece of fabric and I have 2 of these to do. So BRB, guys. The longer the video goes, the crazier I guess to look at. So I've done pleats on the smallest part of the garment. These are what the pleats look like. You can't really see them, I suppose, but these are the pleats. I wanted to try some out to see if I understood how to follow the instructions. They also did provide a very good example on the website that I followed, but I'm gonna do it with you guys to show you guys what I did, right? So let me get another piece. So I'm gonna take this pattern piece. This is for tier 1. Yeah, the first tier of the skirt. And we are gonna do the pleats together, okay? So let me get the piece out. It's gonna be really long, and then I'll set the camera up so that you guys could see it. Okay, YouTube could go off for now, I suppose, so I could talk to y'all and not like be screaming. Okay, so it says for like these pieces to start at the center. The center is here. Hold up. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Let me get it to where y'all can see too. I still need to like get my office finished so that everything is doing what it needs to do, right? All right, so let's put this down. So what I have here is the pattern piece, right? I'm then gonna take my fabric piece and line it up with the pattern. So we have the pattern, right? And you see how everything is lining up? You see how I can completely overlap it? I'll put it on top so that you guys can see. So I lined it up, all my cuts match. And so on the pattern, let me like take y'all off real quick so y'all can see. On the pattern, there are these little arrows. And what the arrows mean is that's where you're gonna fold from. So you're gonna take this line and fold it to this line. This line, fold it to this line. And so on and so forth until you have pleats across the entire garment, right? So that's what I'm about to start doing. Let me get you back up to where you can see. Yep, you saw the studio lights. Yep. You see them plenty of times in this video. All right, so let's do it. So what I did before is I took this piece. It probably would be wise if you have the time to like draw these lines onto the garment so that you don't have to do it like this. But what I did was I took this piece and lined it up. And then once I had it lined up to where it was supposed to be, I took it out a little bit. And so you see how like I took the pattern piece above it. And then what I'm gonna do is grab the fabric where the line is. Let me get it to where y'all can see. Come on, camera. So where the line is, I'm grabbing that, pinching it, and then pulling it over. And once I have it over at the other line, I'm then gonna take my iron it down, get it nice and flat. Give it a nice good press. And then I'm gonna take the entire piece of the fabric and then slide it back. Oh no. I'm gonna slide it back to where it matches up with the pattern piece again. Once I'm matching with the pattern piece again, I look to see where I need to fold again. I see it's right here. So I'm gonna grab the fabric, move it over to the other line, and then iron again. And I'm just doing the same process for the entire garment. I also think right here I'm going to pin it down just because I don't want my pleats to start doing what they want to do, especially like when I get ready to pin everything and base stitch it together. But I am going to pin on my pleat just so that my pleat really stays in place. So make sure you have a lot of pins, and also just beware, like when you do pleats you need a lot of fabric. I bought an over excess of fabric because I wasn't sure, like I didn't do my research, let me just say that. All right, then I'm moving it back again, and same thing, I'm looking to see where's my line. Okay, this is matching. I'm gonna take it, pinch it, pull it over, match it up. And the thing is, if I had like probably measured out my hem, they'd probably look like uniform at the bottom. Honestly, I don't mind if they look like that. I think it looks fine. I've done pleats myself before where like I measure them out and just make them. This is so much faster and actually very easy to follow, especially with the video. Girl, she hooked it up with that little video. I'm gonna have to give her some feedback. Like, thank you. Because I was looking at this like, oh my god, what is all this crookedness going on? Like, what does this mean? But, you know, we live, baby. And so once again, you can see this is where the line is. This is where the other line is. I'm just going to meet that line. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing for this piece as well as the other skirt piece I have. And then I will be back when I'm base stitching them together so that I can add them to the waistband. If you like to, you could go down and sew down all of these pleats before you do any other sewing. I do not think I'm about to do that because that takes like a really long time. Okay, and that was the last one. There isn't a pleat on right here. So then I need to reverse this and do the same thing on this other side of the pattern, and then the same thing on this side, and that's gonna take me a minute. So I need to zoom out first of all, and then I'm gonna finish this one and be back when I start the other one so you guys can see the process again. But I'd like to keep moving, so I'm calling y'all back, okay? You will hear my daughter in the back. I'm gonna just warn you now. But I finished the pleats, like ironing them. One of them is tripping me up. Like this little middle pleat right here, I did it different on this side than I did on this side because I wanted to see which side would give me the best results in terms of fitting the waistband. So I'm about to try it on the waistband and see. But these are the pleats. They look good. They look pretty good. Like the pattern, I don't know. I feel like the pattern might eat the pleats a little bit, but they're there. We're going to see what happens because the next step is to base stitch all of these tiers together. So tier 1, 2, and 3 to base stitch them together. I'm about to lay them on the floor. I just mopped, so I don't mind putting my clean fabric on the floor. So let me lay them out on the floor, see what happens, and then I'll be back with y'all. I'm gonna pin the seams together first. Like this one. Oh no, I'm not confused. Just kidding. I'm gonna say I'm confused at how this is gonna come together, but I get it. Ooh, it's real bright. It's okay. It is okay. Base stitch these together. I'm gonna fit the waist, see if the waistband fits, so that I know if there are like any alterations I need to make beforehand. And low-key seems like I'm going to have to. Let me see. Because it seems like, oh no, these are the same size. So everything is the same size, thankfully. But let's put the waistband up to it and see what happens. If anything, The waistband's too small. The thing is, I already picked a skirt size that was too big so that I could take it in. So I might just have to like add some darts to the waistband so that it's the same size as the skirt itself. Okay, I will be back once this is basted together. She was what? Got it. Let's see how this works. I gotta switch y'all over a little bit. Okay, it's going. It's thick though. Nope, because it's gonna go in your tum tum. We made it.
I made a snake right here.
We made it. Okay, let's see. Moment of truth. Let me see. So this is the skirt. I done basted everything together. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. So this is without the waistband. The waistband does say it's supposed to be high-waisted, but like I said, I made it bigger. Oh wow, I made it way too big. But oh, it is short. Let's see. It is short.
Okay.
Like you cannot bend over this. So I'm trying to see if I could get it like at my true hip. It'll be better. Like if I just make it fit at my true hip instead of at, you know, my waist. I'm gonna have to take off like an inch. Yeah, cause that's big. But this is what we got so far. And I have some flesh tone leggings I plan to wear with this and some shorts. So if we can make it fit like this, I think I could do it. But I just gotta be cognizant of bending and snapping. But glad I made it bigger. Cause I think even with the bigger sizes, the length is longer. You wanna say hi?
Yeah, hi.
Okay, so
Mama square.
quick interruption from my dad. That's a rectangle. I'm going to look at the next set of instructions, but it is sewing the waistband. So we're gonna make the waistband, see what's popping, and then connect it to the skirt. And we're gonna have to fit the skirt because the skirt's too big, like circumference wise. But I knew that was gonna happen. But I couldn't have done smaller because I think with the smaller skirts, the length also shrinks, and I don't want the length to shrink any more than it already does. And I cannot imagine, like, if I did put it at my waist, like, how short it would be. Like, who is wearing that? Who is doing that? It's crazy. But I'll be back. Okay, I'm about to try on the waistband to see how it fits. Don't talk about my hair. It's none of your business. Okay. So, the waistband, it fits like, it fits not at the waist. Like, I gotta actually take it up here, which is like, girl. Well, let's just attach it. Because, like, when I measured it for the skirt, let me pull this shirt down. When I measured for it, I did measure my waist, like, up here. Because this is where it's technically supposed to sit, which is crazy. Can I do it together? I don't think so. Let me try. This is so hard. Okay. Get an idea of where it's gonna be. Hold on. Let me take it down. It looks a little crazy. Okay, booty out. Okay, let me start stitching this to this, It recommends you do one side at a time, and then we're gonna work on the zipper in this part since the skirt's a little too big. So I've messed up my sewing machine. I spent like the past 20 minutes trying to fix it. Quite honestly, I think I'm about to just give up for the night. You want a mix?
Yeah.
Not right now. Aren't you about to go get in the bag?
Not yet.
Yeah, you are. Okay, leave my stuff alone and go back and finish talking to Grandma, okay? I'm gonna be done in a second. Leave my stuff alone, please. That's not where that goes. Put it back. Can you put it back, please?
No.
Yeah, I don't want that lost. Put it back.
Right here?
Yes. Sure. Thank you. You closing my stuff?
Yes.
Okay, go talk to Grandma, please.
Oh, my man.
Yara, I need you to listen and you're not.
Alright.
Go talk to Grandma. Okay, like I said, I messed up my sewing machine because this fabric, like I said, was really thick. I probably should have put it in my serger, but I was trying to see what it could do. Needle snapped, and you know when the needle snaps, you have to take the plate off and look under the plate. Took the plate off, trying to put the plate back on so that I could get my bobbin out. Can't get my bobbin out. So I think I'm gonna just take it off and put it back on one more time. I've done this 3 times. I take it off, put it back on. If it works this last time, cool. But if not, we're gonna call it a night, and then I'm not gonna have no skirt. Cause you can't attach a zipper with the serger. Like, it just doesn't work like that. So yeah. Cause I was trying to fix this because I was gonna just take it to my serger because I was like, I don't wanna break another needle trying to fit that thick fabric through here. So pro tip, get a flannel that is not as thick as mine if you intend to do this, or you're just gonna struggle the whole time. And I'm gonna be so mad I was looking like this on a video later, but it is what it is. I was gonna do this and I'm just trying to, you know, get the video out for y'all. Like, this is giving me so much freaking trouble. I'm like, nothing moved in here. Like, that's the dumbest thing about sewing machines. Like, sometimes they be so particular. So I'm trying one more time. Let me see if it's like that. Okay, okay. Bobbin goes in. Does the bobbin come out? Okay, bobbin. It's like, it needs to be like that, I think. Yeah, okay, let me try and get these screws in here and call y'all back, friend. Hopefully I have some success. Like, who invented these to be like this? I look like that little girl off the Polar Express. Okay, I'll be back because my camera battery low. It's on 26%. It took me like an hour and a half to fix that damn sewing machine. Next time, will I listen to myself when I tell myself that the fabric is too thick? Probably. Camera, focus. Okay, so the sewing machine is fixed. I almost gave up and started making an entirely different piece of clothing. We're still kind of almost right there, but I don't have time to make that piece of clothing. So what I'm gonna do is, skirt back there, skirt chilling, right? We're gonna take the skirt, put it in the serger. If the serger can't handle it, I think we're just gonna have to take the L, and y'all not gonna get to see me looking like this, because quite honestly at this point it's 9:30. I still have not packed. I'm supposed to be working tomorrow. Disgusting, I know. And then I'm gonna hate looking at myself like this on camera. But yeah, I still have to pack. I already packed for my daughter, but I need to pack for me. I also saw that Kiamani, my girl, she gonna surprise us with a little drop. So I'm about to watch that and try and finish sewing this damn skirt, y'all. I'm so freaking tired. But yeah, that is where we're at right now. But at least my sewing machine's fixed. Okay, friends, we made it. The serger was a good call. We are at the portion. Why my camera all cockeyed? Come back here, girl. We are at the portion where we're about to sew on the zipper. and then we're almost done. We have to sew on the zipper so the seams close, sew the other side or the facing of the waistband on, flip that over, and then that's it. That's it. And I tried it on without the zipper. We're looking good. My husband, I like bent over, I was playing around, and he said my booty not out. So that's a good thing. The only thing is I wish I had did the waistband, the orange, like the top tier of the orange. Wasn't thinking, but it is what it is. My dishwasher loud as hell, but we about to sew this dang zipper on. So let me get y'all a little view of what I'm doing. Okay. Girl, come back here. Come back. What? See, this sewing machine is like really trying to piss me off today. The thread done came out. Disgusting. Like, girl, this is the last thing we gotta do. Let's not play these games, okay? Let me just be done. All right. I think we good. But like, when you do the zipper foot, it's supposed to be like that. That's what I'm talking about. Let me take this out. All right, y'all. Good luck to me. Okay, yep. Okay, we good. So I'm like, I know how to sew me a zipper. I done did this before. I done sewn the zipper before. I might be in my way, friend. But we're gonna try. Home stretch is 10:08. I'll let y'all know when I finish. We didn't got this skirt sewn together. We're like, this camera is tripping today. Hold on. This is the skirt. We done got it like 90% done. We need to do the facing so we can finish off the waist. I'm mad at this part because like when I was sewing the seam, this didn't go in the seam. Am I seam ripping it? No, because you can't tell. But this is what we're looking like. It fits where I wanted it to fit. Do the band test. We good. So this is the skirt. Do I wish these were the same? Yes. It's not getting changed either because it was too hard with all this fabric to me. If I could get Eddie Bauer fabric, just like all Eddie Bauer fabric, I will do another one because this Eddie Bauer, my goodness. The Eddie Bauer fabric worked really well. But it was just the other fabrics that didn't. So I'm about to pin the facing on and sew that on, and then we're finished. We're done. And I could go to sleep. And I have a skirt to wear. I still have, I don't want to show my face, you guys. I still have 2 more outfits or like items of clothing that I want to make. I still need to make this dress. It's kind of like a tweed dress. And then I want to make these really cool pants that I saw on Pinterest. So those are 2 videos you could look out for me for. I'm gonna finish this, be back, and I'll show y'all the skirt. And I don't think I don't know when I'm gonna get this to y'all because tomorrow's Monday and I have so much stuff to do. So we'll see what happens. But let me finish. I'll be back. Let me hold on. Because it's like I could look crazy. Or I could look like still crazy, but a little bit less crazy because my hair is so damn big. But we finished. There are some flaws in the skirt. The fabric choice wasn't the best choice to make, but we finished. Are y'all ready to see it? I have it on. And I think my butt will be fine. So this is the skirt. Okay. This is the skirt. Get you the full little 360 real quick. And this is it. I plan to wear like a black bodysuit top. I have some flesh tone tights to wear with it, and then some black boots, black boots. But I also haven't decided if I want to wear like my creepers with it, my Rihanna creepers. But this is the skirt. So technically it's supposed to sit up here, right? I made mine bigger so that it would sit a little bit lower, like it literally sits at my hips. And I got room to like not suck my stomach in, like sucked in, not sucked in, sucked in, not sucked in, right? So, cause this is being, I think I'm gonna wear this on Thanksgiving, but this is the skirt. This is it. It do got movement, not really, cause it's so heavy, but this is it. I'm so sad that like this little tier is like less colored than I thought it would be. If I knew it was gonna be that small, I probably would have made it bigger and like extended it over to the midline of the skirt. But these are lessons we take for next time. I'm gonna get y'all some little product shots. Oh, come back, camera. Get y'all some little product shots. It is currently 10:44. I need to go to sleep, but I did it. I sewed something in one day. I did my prep yesterday, like cutting everything out, and then today I sewed everything up. So we're done. We're finished. We're finito. The skirt is done. Office still needs to be cleaned, but we did it, Joe. It was a struggle to get here. I'll probably get this to y'all like on Tuesday or Wednesday because no, Tuesday I'm gonna be doing my hair. This might get to y'all on Wednesday. We gotta see what tomorrow looks like. But let me get you all some final little shots. Get y'all a little bit of music up in her. You're welcome to the sewing for me coming back. Oh my God, you're welcome for another sewing video. And thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, turning on those post notifications. I will be back with another video soon. Look out for me to make a tweed dress as well as some pants that I saw on Pinterest. They have like snaps on them. When I get to it, y'all see it, okay? But anyway, I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see y'all next week. And I know I alluded to a little surprise drop. That still might happen. I was just very sick last week. Like my voice just returned to me, and I'm still like coughing and getting everything out, but I feel 1,000% better. I ain't got no fever, and we're just happy to be, you know, returning to good health. So I will see y'all in the next one. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I already said that. Okay, bye. I'm delirious. I will see y'all next time. Bye.